What we really need in Africa is renewed enthusiasm. And there's this wonderful word in Kiswahili called harambe. It means pulling together in the same direction. It's very important that we all know about this and that we know our place in achieving the outcome that we wish to have, which is the Africa we want by 2063.
Last night you did your prestige lecture, your inaugural lecture. Let's discuss it a bit, maybe a bit of background.
Yes, I think this Agenda 2063, we've put so much effort into it. And some background is that in 2012, when the Executive Council and the policy organs of the African Union were considering the theme for 2013, which was basically the Jubilee year, 50 years after the establishment of the OAU, they pondered on the theme. And they pondered on the achievements of the African Union and also the old Organization of African Unity. And they were celebrating, you know, what they achieved in politically, etc. But then they also said we should develop a vision for the next 50 years. And more importantly, we should try to foster Pan-Africanism again. You know, excitement about the future.
The whole solidarity.
And solidarity.
Thing,
We have consensus about a few things, but let us foster solidarity, that we work that we all pull in the same direction. So they sat down and they came up with the theme of Pan-Africanism and a new Africa, and the Africa we want for 2063. Last night in my lecture, I tried to point out how relevant what Optentia and what the Northwest University does at the moment in this research program. It's very relevant to what we want to achieve in Agenda 2063.
Yeah. So we as researchers and the policy makers and the practitioners of Africa will have to work together, and for that we will need to translate, vice versa.
Absolutely. Yes, harambe. I think African academic institutions should pull together in the same direction, and this is in the direction of Agenda 2063. I think it's very useful, and that's why I'm so happy for Northwest University, who put up its hand and said, look, we want to be relevant to South Africa. In the first place, we are based here. But what happens here is 100% affected by what happens in the region. We also aspire to have evidence-based policy formulation processes. So we need information, we need academic output, we need research. We are not as lucky like the European Union that has a dedicated research program, research institute for all their programs. We don't.
So they've got a whole department.
Well, they've got different departments. You know, for instance, the one on drugs to help them inform their drug policy. They've got a dedicated, wonderful institute in Lisbon, which feeds all the information to Brussels, where they put together the policy and review drug policy every 4 years. We don't have that. We rely very strongly on member states and their inputs, and very strongly on, I would definitely say, African universities. I can see a future of long-term collaboration with Northwest University, and I wish really other departments in the African Union, like infrastructure and energy, in the area of green energy and green jobs and those things, that they could also come and assist the Commission. We wish to energize the current generation and even the generation that is getting older to pull together in the same direction. And then we are so grateful to have this fantastic Agenda 2063. It has been hammered out, it has been really discussed, and at all levels, and it's very important that we all know about this and that we know our place in achieving the outcome that we wish to have, which is the Africa we want by 2063.
The whole idea of aspirations and opportunities.
Absolutely.